Welcome to the morning show hosted by Carla Marie and Anthony. I was about to say the morning show podcast. What, Carla Marie?
I'm laughing at that.
Oh, you said, right when we started.
I'll mention something.
Oh, okay. So welcome to the Carla Marie and Anthony show. My name is Anthony.
I'm Carla Marie.
And if you're new here, maybe you joined us from the morning show podcast. Maybe you just stumbled in here drunk from the night before. Who knows? We've been doing this now for almost 2 years in this fashion. We started on Twitch back in 2018. And welcome to the party.
It's a good time. You know, we learn lessons here, do stupid stuff. It's all good.
Now, the hype train is about to start. I did get that little notification, but real quick, we're on the money screen right now, the money shot, if you will. Here's what we're going to be talking about later. The Peeps champions, breakup to find love. What else did we have here? Obviously, what?
Time capsules.
And time capsules. Talk about all those things and some other stuff as well, obviously. Those are just the big things we want to make sure we don't forget.
We will shout out as many birthdays as we can.
We have a lot of birthdays today?
Yeah.
Sweet.
But I did see a message from Danny that said, I'm heading to Motley Zoo this morning to drop off some donations. That is the animal rescue that we work with here in Washington. Sorry. She said, we lost our dog last week, sadly. So I figured they could benefit from some of the prescriptions and dog food that we have. They can. And sorry, because that is one of the hardest things to go through. As sad as it is when I think about one day my cats are going to die. Going through that is so rough because you're but I don't know. Are they okay? I didn't talk to them. They didn't say words. It's so hard.
The weird thing, and listen, death in general is obviously tragic. Okay. When we age, we understand that we are getting closer and closer, right?
Do animals know?
That's my question. Do animals do your cats, Carla, right? So you have.
Well, if they were in the wild, they would see other lions either get eaten and die or
but would they be able to internalize that and be like, oh, that's going to be me one day?
I think so.
It's kind of crazy. Either way, we're not going to talk about death this whole time.
No. Okay. So I want to make sure I get the full birthday list. It's Vicky's birthday, it's Matt's birthday, and it's Maddie's birthday. Did I miss anybody?
Well, once we get through this hype train, we'll be able to take a shot for all of your birthdays. Brittany in New Jersey, Julie Tuco, who else? Jen from Minnesota, Z from NYC, Alicia from the 215, all of them gifting some bits, so thank you very much. And if you're not familiar with Twitch, bits are those little numbers you see that say 100, and they have hearts and a bunch of other things that are pulsating by them.
Yeah.
That's how people can support the channel. You can
these.
also support it by subscribing yourself, subscribing with Prime, gifting a subscription, or following. All of those things will trigger the hype train and move it along from where we are right now and halfway through level 3, to the next level.
Ricky's in here.
Ew.
Morning, Ricky.
Ricky actually did something really cool yesterday. I was checking out her Instagram story. And are you familiar with Tate McRae?
Yes.
So she was in Nashville, and Ricky's radio station did a campfire concert.
Cool.
Yeah, it looked really, really cool.
Where? A campfire?
By a campfire in Nashville. I don't know. I don't know the exact place.
It would be a bonfire then. I don't think Nashville really has places you go camping.
I don't know. Ricky can explain it. Campfire sessions. There we go. A
Oh.
campground. I don't think Nashville has a place people can go camping. Oh, because I'm such a big camper. Oh. How did you make camping pretentious? How did you manage to do that? Oh. You can't even back yourself up. You can't even defend yourself here.
Whatever. I'm right most of the time, so I'll take this.
No, you're not. It does sound really cool. It looked really cool. So congratulations to Ricky and her whole team. Of course, if you're in Nashville, make sure you check them out. And you can check them out on the iHeartRadio app. Tones, you're blending the room today. Oh, yeah.
Also, you wore that shirt on the stream yesterday.
I did.
Don't you have any respect for fashion? No.
This is fashion.
No, last week, 2 weeks ago, whatever it was, you're like, I'm so fashionable.
Yeah.
And now you're wearing the same thing every day.
You see, what's happening right now is Carla Marie is just mad that she was wrong about the Nashville thing. So she's searching. She's like, how do I make fun of someone so I'm not the dummy in the room? Unfortunately, Carla Marie, you're just going to have to eat it.
Wait. I don't know what this is about, but Claire said to Ricky, I can't believe the lack of the air filter in your studio, like her radio studio.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess Ricky posted something on Instagram that I missed. However, I don't think we had any ventilation in any studio I've ever been in.
I don't know. Ventilation and air filters were something I never really thought about until COVID. So, Lisa, thank you very much for the 2 gifted subs. Unicorn Cindy, thank you very much for the 1,000 bits. Appreciate that.
That's why all radio studios are, like, musty.
Well, they're also, you can't really have a lot of noise, so everything has to be very quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Jen, thank you very much for the 3 gifted tier 1 subs.
Anthony looks like a Baja Breeze from Taco Bell.
This is my favorite hoodie, and it was from, where did we go?
Shell World.
Shell World.
In Key Largo.
Yep. The most touristy place you could go in Key Largo to buy, souvenirs and things like that. We basically went to the
Shore store.
Mm-hmm.
If you know Jersey Shore. What do we got? Oh, we're almost at height. I wanted to read a message between my neighbor and I.
Okay, great.
So my neighbor Olivia has absolutely no idea what I do for a living. I actually have no idea what she does for a living.
I don't even know what you do for a living, honestly.
But we talk pretty often. We text a lot. When I had COVID, when she had COVID, we were like telling each other if we needed things, whatever. She's great. We talk talk in person too, not just texting. I get a text from her 2 days ago that says, "Is Anthony a model?" And I was like, "Oh no, what?" And I was like, and I immediately knew what it was. And she said, "I went to the Kraken game on Sunday, and I had been researching more Kraken gear, and I found a photo of Anthony."
And the Kraken, for the record, is our NHL team.
There's a picture of Anthony wearing a Kraken t-shirt that he modeled for Alaire, and it's basically gone everywhere. It's been printed in the Seattle Times. It's in the Seattle Times. Like, the article she sent me was best Kraken gear. It was best gear for your teenager. Like, it's...
That was the weird thing. It was like I was in an article called Best Gift for Teens. It was just a picture of me.
It was great.
It's very odd.
So I was like, yeah, my friend has a store in West Seattle. We've both modeled for her before, but that picture of him is everywhere. Seattle Times has even used it. And that was pretty much like the end of it. She's like, oh, she said, wow, way to bring up the collective hotness of the townhouse row.
Wait, can you go back to that picture? Is it a seafoam green shirt?
No, it's
what
like...
What color is that? Show the peoples. Can you show everyone?
It's not seafoam.
That's greenish, no?
No, it's blue.
Oh, okay.
So,
but again,
I was like, do I tell her, hey, if you want to check us out on Twitch or whatever?
No, what you needed to tell her was, what you may not know is Anthony, who is your neighbor, also happens to be a fashion icon.
I was going to tell her he actually used to model back in the day and start sending her all your stuff.
Well, that's what fashion icons do. Fashion icons don't just pop up out of nowhere. Fashion icons have been at this for a long, long time.
Here's the best part. Like, he's being funny right now. When he bumps into her and she's like, oh my God, Anthony, I didn't know you were a model. And he'll be like,
I'll just walk away.
You will,
I don't really talk to anyone.
No, you will crumble.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
That is very, very true. Ricky, Ricky in the chat, I don't know if anyone can see this, wrote, God, I hate when Anthony gets compliments. And here's the problem. If that's something that gets you mad, your life is just going to be an angry, terrible place because it's hard to not compliment me, whether it's my athletic prowess, which we'll talk about in a little bit.
I actually already see the chat talking about how you didn't have any athletic prowess yesterday.
Okay. That's not true. That's not true. We'll talk about it in a little bit, though. My fashion sense, I mean, get a lot of compliments on my fashion sense. So fashion, athletic ability, being humble. Everyone tells me how humble I am all the time. I'm the best at being humble. Unicorn Cindy, thank you very much for the gifted, the 5 gifted tier 1 subs.
Ricky just said you wear like 2 brands, bro. Yeah, you do. You wear Roosevelt and...
I'm sorry.
I don't even know.
What do you think whoever Versace wears? They probably just wear Versace all the time. That's one brand.
No.
Yeah.
Donatello?
Yeah, Donatella Versace.
Donatello's a...
Ninja Turtle.
Yeah.
He also wears Versace. But Donatella Versace probably only wears Versace.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Why would she wear anyone else's clothes if she is Versace?
Oh, yeah. He wears Roosevelt's and
Do you
Target.
think Emporio Armani wears any other cologne? He probably doesn't. He probably just wears Emporio Armani.
Alive?
I don't know. He could be.
Yeah, you don't. Ricky's right. You don't make these clothes.
I do. The clothes don't make me. I make the clothes. Remember that. Richard. Little Richard.
You're on some shit today.
Remember that. Make me a shot, bartender.
Oh, we hit hype train. Thank you, Madison.
We do need a shot because we do have some birthdays being celebrated today, Carla Marie.
Mergen said, I'm sure you can be humble and still talk about all of your great traits.
Exactly. Humility and honesty go hand in hand, right? And if I'm just being honest, I'm also being humble. And this is a reminder that our shots today are not actually shots. They are shooters.
Yep.
And this is something we talked about yesterday in the live stream that we did with Seattle Cocktail Club. A shot refers to if you're taking just like a shot of Jameson, right? One alcohol, no mixer, nothing else in there. A shooter is more of a mixed drink. So green tea shot, anything like that. What we're doing right now is carrot juice. Mm-hmm. And what was the alcohol again?
Tequila and Domaine de Canton, a ginger liqueur, and lime juice. There's something I was just going to say. The stream from last night, if you didn't get to watch, will be on YouTube. We're a little bit behind on that. And you'll get to go back and watch it whenever you want, or if you are on Twitch.
Jody Monroe said we still need to try the Vegas bomb. Yeah, someone mentioned Vegas bomb yesterday in the chat.
I forget what that was.
I also forget.
We did get she gave us the fancy measuring cup like last week, and I told her I didn't know how to use it.
Which was a very silly comment because you just pour it in there and you measure. And I like this one because you can actually view it from the top. You don't have to be on the side trying to get it right.
I do want to try the wine and Red Bull.
Mm-hmm.
But what is the Vegas one?
Oh, that was Jody that mentioned the Vegas bomb. So what is it exactly, Ricky or Jody?
Oh, my jelly's moving.
Jelly?
Stomach jelly.
I don't think you're ready for this jelly.
Did you count?
Am I supposed to be counting for you? We were also taught that if you're either shaking or stirring a drink, 20 to 30 seconds is about what you should be going for.
And next week and the week after, they're making us shooters again, and they're gonna give me enough to take back to Jersey.
Are you gonna pack it?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it back. Check it back. Alaska Airlines checking for free. If I have a flight.
Yeah.
And
if you're MVP. It's not always.
Correct. And I'm going to make my mom take them with me.
So Jody Monroe said it's Crown, peach schnapps, cranberry, and Red Bull. That's what's in a Vegas bomb.
Okay.
I would take that.
Court said, gotta run to Target. Catch y'all later. Court, you need to give us the list of things you're buying at Target and then report back next week and let us know what you actually bought. We also learned that these shot glasses are 2 ounces. Normal shot glasses are about 1.5 ounces.
No, these are normal shot glasses.
Okay.
These are the normal size of a shot glass. No?
A normal shot. Before you got there yesterday, we were talking. No, a glass shot glass is smaller than this.
Well, let's see. Here we go. Cheers. You look great, everybody. Are these for sale still?
Oh.
These You Look Great shot glasses?
Not on our website, but...
Well, hold that for a second, because we got to do this. Happy birthday to everyone celebrating.
I love it.
Oh, I didn't forget, Wendy. I did not forget. I usually forget everything, though. These actually do
forget.
taste... What?
You're supposed to shake it You're supposed to play the birthday song when I shake it. Happy birthday, everybody.
Happy birthday, everyone. What was I going to say? Oh, it actually does taste much better
When it's colder.
when you shake it properly.
Yeah.
It does make a difference.
Yay, science. A lot of people in the chat who have the shot glasses are saying that they are large shot glasses.
I feel like these are regular sized shot glasses. Like if I went to a bar, I would get a shot.
No, it's smaller. Because the glass ones we were using yesterday when we did the raspberry donut shooter were much smaller.
You know what it could be? Maybe because the glass shot glasses are thicker, it holds less in the middle.
Okay, again.
That could be it. And since these are metal, they don't have to be as thick because they'd be super heavy if they were.
So you can go to the Happy Box website. My Happy Box is no longer available. However, when you build your own custom box, you can add one of these shot glasses to it. They have a limited amount, but you can build your own and add one of those. Pretty cool.
All right. Now, getting into our actual show here.
What did we just do?
And while Ricky's still here, I do want to shout her out. The other day I was driving around and I was like, man, I need to just listen to a podcast. Because a lot of my podcasts, I'm like learning things or I'm listening to an audiobook. And I was like, I just need a podcast where I listen to some people hang out. And I was listening to Ricky's podcast. It was when she had our friend Hillary on. It's just a very good podcast. So go check that out.
What's it called?
20-somethings doing nothing.
I just wanted to make sure you knew.
Psh, I know things about my friends, and I know things about Ricky. Now, thank you for getting us through Hype Train Level 5 again. We hit that streak for 9 days in a row. The Peeps champions. I mean, I don't want to flex on too many people because I know it's a pretty elite group.
Yeah.
Right? Because not everyone is even invited to the Peeps competition.
It's true.
But we were champions yesterday. I was a champion. On TV. The last time we played, because Carla Marie and I were on opposite teams.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's only safe to say that as alongside being a fashion icon and a D1 athlete, I'm also probably the best Peeps player in the world.
It's my turn to sleep this week, I think. So basically, if you missed it yesterday, we went on King 5, New Day Northwest. It's a TV show that airs at 11 a.m. here. Hosted by Amity. She's amazing. We know the whole production team because we've been going there for like 5 years at this point. They're amazing. Finally started having guests back in studio, and we were the last people to play that game in studio, so it would have been April 2019 because they do it around Easter every year. So like, all right, we're going to have you guys back in to play, and basically what happens is they put Peeps on a table, lay them all out, give you a little sand shovel, like a kid's toy, and then a bucket. So someone, like Anthony was behind me wearing the bucket on his head, and I had to flip over my shoulder the Peeps. And they had to get into the bucket.
Now, I know people are probably shocked at all the things I'm good at, but I do want to point something out. Even though I am probably the best Peeps player, wear my Peeps hat player of all time, I will say Carla Marie had a better showing. I got it.
You're never going to find it.
I will. Carla Marie had a better showing in the throwing portion.
I caught just as many as you did. Well, no,
I
take
you
that
didn't.
back. So I...
Well, because since you were a better thrower and I was a better catcher, I caught more.
Anthony was literally... So I was flinging the Peeps back to him. He was probably 8 feet behind me. He literally was just doing this.
Yeah, I will also say...
That javelin wrist got a little weaker
Let's
these
be
days.
clear, though, and it was on TV. Carla Marie got 2 practice throws. I got 0 practice throws. So you got to, gauge it a little bit.
I started laughing so hard that I was like, this is it. This is my downfall. Get it together. I thought I was going to die.
Oh.
Is that playing? Yeah, it is. Everyone hears that.
Yeah, I'm going to...
Anthony's pulling the video up.
Oh, damn it.
Martha, wow. Thank you for that. Can we put that comment on the screen?
What did it say?
You're a horrible thrower.
I was a pretty bad thrower yesterday.
No. You know what? Things that happened in 2019 don't matter anymore.
All right. So
I haven't watched it back yet.
Let's see.
Auntie Tay said I was dying when Anthony was throwing. I can't wait to see what it looks like. It probably looks like the time you tried to swim on a surfboard and went like this.
I haven't watched it back either yet. So let me pull it up.
Yes, we're going to pull up the video. Probably illegal. Jen said, CM, your laugh was contagious again. I was peeing. I was like, Anthony, hurt her. I was like, I don't know how to explain to throw these without just screaming random words on TV.
You guys had things like higher would have been nice.
No, because then you would have just went, pfft. Like you had no concept of what was going on behind you.
I really didn't.
Like, here's my thing. You can be good at like basketball, flag football, like kind of like the basics. When it comes to having a special skill, you suck.
You're talking out of your ass now. You know what your special skill is? Talking out of your butthole. What are you talking about?
Martha said I was laughing so hard I couldn't tell Anthony that he sucked. I can't wait to watch this back.
Okay. All right, I think I got it there. Now let's see.
Oh, God.
Oh, it is working. Okay. I need to unmute this. Let's go back.
That was showing. No, don't play the whole thing. That's just explaining the game.
Okay, here we go. Unmute it.
Before it begins. Okay, ready? All right.
I guess we're good here.
Whoa. Flipping 2 pieces. I didn't know you had to. Okay, wait, it gets stuck on the thing. Okay, ready?
Oh, wait. No, they can't see,
See, I
it.
can't. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Well, hold on. I'm trying to do 2 things at the same time. So I have to have this open. There we go.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
There we go.
Woo! Girl! We're good.
That was practice, right?
Okay, so when we begin, so is this for real this time? No, it's gonna be for real. Ready? Okay. Are we ready?
This is the game.
In the booth. In the producers. We are ready. Set. Go. Okay, it's okay. It's okay, Tick.
I don't know if I... Am I getting it?
That was my fault.
I need a little more.
Okay, all right.
I'll go higher.
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
I think... Look at all the movement.
Okay.
Bam.
I can't tell. They get a little sticky too.
Okay, a little less on the.
A little less.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay.
Okay, all right, hold on.
So I was
there,
using the
keep it
TV
there.
monitor
What
in
you
front of me.
All right.
Oh, nice.
You didn't have to go that low.
Soft lobs.
Oh, I did.
Soft lobs. Okay.
Yeah, like that.
Bam, look at that.
Okay, all right.
was going to be doing squats all day.
Woo! Oh no.
Like that.
Oh, dang.
My legs are burning.
Okay. I didn't realize the bunnies have a different
Okay, a
weight.
little more on it.
Okay, well the bunnies are a little heavier, so you
Like,
gotta
that
adjust
was
the
good.
weight.
You want to go high.
Okay.
Their team had a lot of excuses.
Oh my gosh, they're really good.
behind me?
Look, I gotta go where the peeps are.
She was good.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Ding, ding, ding. Okay.
This is exhausting.
Everyone's saying I'm so good at throwing.
We got some in there.
Whoa.
Good job. How many they get?
They cheated.
They did
We've
cheat.
been practicing for the last 2 years.
All right.
There's not a lot of
Here are your ears.
Oh, I got to get the ears off.
Here is my bucket.
Are you tired? Because I'm tired.
I am tired.
Oh man.
I was legitimately tired.
We got to peep down. Wow, Derek's really
And
gonna
I
be
want
mad
to
about that one.
say, one of my peeps fell out of my bucket, so I would like to pick it up.
Likely
Like a bad bucket
excuse.
holder.
Hey, ready, set, go.
Oh, no.
Look at this. Ready? Ready?
I wasn't ready.
What?
Oh, that was right there.
Right?
I don't even know where.
I keep
Wait.
it there.
close?
Use your hand to put the feet on the shovel.
A little more
do that?
shake on it.
You were just looking
I
like
think you got
Okay,
it.
is that it? Yeah, you got it.
I need to get one peep. There we go.
Okay, you got it.
Anthony, harder.
Oh my god.
I think you're getting them.
No, I'm not. You're not there.
Okay, that was bad. That one was bad.
All right, you got this shake. You need to. Okay, you're going, girl. You need to go.
Okay. I'm going faster.
More energy, please.
Okay.
Okay, a little
See?
further.
It's right there. Right there again.
Perfect, just like that.
Rapid fire.
All right, good. Good job.
you were just stopping it.
Okay. Okay, good. Keep going.
Great throw. Right there. Another good
They
throw.
weren't showing.
All right, a little more strength back there. Oh, you threw 2 at a time.
No, I didn't. That wasn't two.
Oh, no, you're right.
Cheaters over here.
It wasn't two. It was an accident.
It was an accident. They got stuck together.
You were just like this.
And they're all going in.
Because I.
My legs are so
Okay. 3, 2, 1. We're done.
Hold on a
Hold
second.
on. Look at the entire chat. Worst Peep Thrower, Anthony.
No.
Hold on. Let me read the chat to you. Let me read the chat to you.
I don't even think
The way you hold your stance before you throw it. Yes, Carla Marie is definitely a great tosser. CM is doing the work of 2. Tones is a good catcher. Anthony, you were moving in slow motion. Please let this be the thing that humbles you, Anthony. Anthony was being so delicate with the peeps. Anthony's face when he realizes he's a bad thrower.
No.
It seemed like CM had more rhythm.
Let me explain
give me the
something.
Trophy.
Let me explain something. I thought I was a bad Peeps thrower until I saw the evidence.
Anthony, go back and watch me.
I was way more active as a catcher than you are, which made you look like a better thrower than I was. It turns out, Carla Marie, I made you look like a better peep thrower than you actually are.
Can we get a poll?
No, because the poll's going to be on your side, so no, we can't do a
It's
poll.
not that they want to be on my side because they feel bad for me.
I actually thought I did way worse before I watched the video.
Anthony, when you watch me, you see my peep go into shovel and fly back to your head. You were literally like this.
Did you see the amount of movement? Also, you have to go over your head because I'm taller than you. I was trying to not shoot it over your head.
Like this.
No.
Anthony
No.
was basically like backwards this.
Anyway, you know what? I do want to go show off our championship prize.
I asked you that and you said no. I literally said yes.
But yeah, it was in the car, and then you brought it down. So now that it's here, I'll bring it up.
I brought it and I said, should we show this on Twitch yesterday? And you said no.
Oh. Well, because I ate part of it.
So did I. Go get it. My back hurt? Yeah, I even said in the end of that, I was like, my back really hurts.
I think that was like, does your back hurt from carrying the team?
Oh, yeah. It hurt from actually physically doing it.
You don't get to take that joke if you didn't understand it the first time.
I thought you asked because I said it. I think we know our strengths as a team. I'm a tosser. He's a catcher. Scotty, yeah, seriously. Why did you guys end your relationship? Well, we played a game called Where My Peeps At, and it ended everything. Krisha, be quiet. Don't be using that highlight in here for that. It was a fun game. I mean, total waste of food. But if you actually like Peeps and like you do it at home with the kids and stuff, they can eat them, I guess. I wasn't eating them off the floor. Although we didn't have many on the floor. I ate one of the chocolate-covered ones. So we got a Peeps Stuffy, which I want to give to the cats, but there's like beans inside. And not good. Peeps on a stick. We had 2 of these, but I ate one.
What is that?
Chocolate-covered Peep.
Oh, yeah, those are good.
What did you eat?
I had one of these.
Oh. And Peeps jelly beans, which I didn't know were in here, and I'm going to try some.
Now, granted, this is all sugar, but this whole Peeps row is only 120 calories.
Yeah, but the sugar is enough to kill you.
No, because I had one yesterday. I'm still alive. Only 1 gram of protein, though.
Oh, that smells like heaven.
Oh, that does smell really, really good. It's like marshmallow, cotton candy, sugar. Which I guess marshmallow and cotton candy are just sugar as well, so. Katie, I don't know how many grams of sugar because I tossed it. It's gone. What?
Get it.
Oh, it's actually not that far.
We know. We know.
It bounced.
Okay.
All right. How many grams of sugar? Total carbs, 31. No trans fats. No fat in here. 57% of your daily value for sugar.
I don't love Peeps, but I like chocolate-covered Peeps.
I love
You
Peeps.
chocolate cover anything, I'll eat it.
I absolutely love Peeps. See, that was a good throw.
No. You need Tommy John surgery? Didn't you have that?
I actually did need Tommy John surgery.
And you
That's
didn't
why I
get it?
stopped throwing javelin.
Well, now we know what happened.
Now, I just want to reiterate, I think I was a much better thrower than you gave me credit for yesterday now that I watched the tape back. Because I also will say this. I want to give...
Like we're in the locker room and you're yelling at your coach.
I also do need to give our competition some credit. As I was watching it back, I realized when I was watching the Instagram videos yesterday, they're both wearing dresses.
I know. I wore jeans. And
We were
sneakers.
wearing jeans and sneakers. It was much easier. And they were wearing flats, but they were still in dresses, squatting down, bending over, lunging. A lot easier for us in jeans when there were cameras around. Yeah. So shout out to the 2 of them. We will still shout out losers on this chat or on this stream. Moving on, though. Time capsules. Did you ever do a time capsule when you were in school?
Yeah, I don't remember what I put in there, when it was,
Same.
whatever, but I know that there is a time capsule, and I really hope I'm contacted when it's opened.
Yeah,
I think it said City Hall, maybe.
I think our school did one as well. I don't remember it, like, at all. But the reason I bring up time capsules is because in a story in today's morning show podcast, Carla
I was
Marie,
thinking that's basically, yep, I'm with you.
you talked about the movie 100 Years. What's it called?
It's called 100 Years, the movie you will never see. It was filmed in 2015 and will not be released until 2115, which is 93 years from now.
And the
It's
whole
locked away.
The whole idea is someone 100 years from now will watch this video, see how we filmed things, see how we
It won't be a
spoke,
video.
see all of it, and see what we thought the future was going to be. So it's kind of a movie version of a time capsule.
I agree.
And I was wondering to myself, what would we leave if we were putting together a time capsule right now? What are important things that we would put in there to signify what our culture is about right now?
A COVID test,
A COVID test would be good,
a
yeah.
mask.
I think one COVID thing can be in there.
No, that was a very long time.
That's
for our
all.
life.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe some hand sanitizer.
No, you went too far.
You're so annoying some days. Most days. Okay, so something to signify COVID for the past 2 years, right?
Yes. I don't know about anything else. in
What
my
about
head.
fashion? What would you put in there? What's like the fashion thing of right now?
Like something oversized, whether it's jeans or a hoodie? I put a "You Look Great" hoodie in there.
No one's gonna know what that even means. Oh, that's a good one, Jen. An iPhone, and an
I was gonna
Android.
say like something Instagram, but
And that's one of the things. We don't have a lot of physical
I know.
stuff anymore.
Yeah, I would say we probably put a Walkman in one in the 90s.
Yeah. But we wouldn't put an iPad. We wouldn't put an iPod in there. It'd have to be an iPhone.
An
and
iPhone. Can I put Netflix in there? Like, what do I do?
that's the really interesting thing is what physical products, because you've got to assume the battery would not be functional.
No. Jordan, great point. She said a White Claw or maybe just any kind of seltzer.
Hard seltzer would be good.
Yeah. Jazz from Minnesota said, put hoodie in there. It's the most useless piece of clothing.
What's a Poppet? Oh,
No.
Poppet's we have one of those.
Oh, yeah, an Alexa or Google Home. Sorry if I just made anyone.
One of these guys. These are Poppets, right? Where you hit the little bubbles. Bless you.
Thank you.
Also, here's a great plug for Twitch, which we're on. Tech is always important, but it's interesting that...
Should we do a time capsule and bury it?
Where?
I mean, I could literally bury it in my front
You
yard.
could. Do we just get a big PVC, a very wide PVC pipe? And
I picture it like the things, when you go to the bank and you have to send your little money
Yeah.
through the tube. That's what I think a time capsule looks like.
The Peeps bucket. It's just an interesting thought, interesting thing to think about throughout the
Yeah.
rest of the day. What would you signify for yourself, Carla Marie, in a time capsule?
I'd throw a bunch of cat hair in it.
Yeah, but that would just, in 100
It
years,
would
it wouldn't be there
compost.
anymore. It would just be dust.
Oh, we're doing a 100-year time capsule? I'd like to be alive when it gets opened.
Why?
'Cause that's cool. Then they invite you to the opening.
Yeah, and you're little tiny and gray. And
We were
got
supposed
a
to do
cane.
one when we were on the radio. The Space Needle did a time capsule, and they asked us to put something in there, and then our bosses were like, oh, we don't know what to put in there, and we never put anything in it, so we'll never be invited back to the Space Needle
Yeah.
time capsule in 50 years.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. That was an unfortunate day.
I was like, we can put concert tickets. Literally no one's going to the show.
What else? Oh, the squish me. Is that what we have over there?
Yeah, squish. What would you put in yours?
In my time capsule, I'd put a pair of Jordans, or a pair of Dunks. Actually,
Which pair?
it's a great question. I'd probably put the New Jersey Dunks I have from NJ Skate Shop.
That's cool.
It's American flag. It's got all that stuff, and they look beat up too. So they look those are the only pair of Dunks that I have that have really taken a beating. What else would I put in there? I would also put a Game Boy in there. I know it's not like from right now, but I think it's something cool they can see in 100 years. Like, what is this thing?
Ricky said the content club should do one and bury it in my yard.
Yeah. What if everyone from the content club brings in one item to put in there?
I don't know how deep my dirt goes.
It's deep enough.
Like if someone else moves in, I would have to be like, I have a time capsule here. Katie said we did a time capsule at the end of 6th grade when we left elementary school and then opened on the day of our high school graduation. And when we dug it up, it was filled with water and everything was ruined.
That's hilarious, actually. A Nintendo Switch is a good one, actually. Merrick, thank you very much. Even though I don't have one.
It's like, what do you want people to not necessarily remember you by?
Yeah.
So think about like what we should do as a society for a time capsule now, and what like if it was the Anthony time capsule, the Carla Marie time capsule, the Martha time capsule.
I'd put these headphones in there.
Something
I'd put
like
these
that.
headphones. I'd put a pair of Jordans. And that's really it. I don't have a lot. I'm not like a possessions type person. You know?
I wonder what it would have been in my time capsule as a kid.
AirPods would be good too.
Oh,
What did
maybe
you
that's
just
where
wonder?
my AirPods went in the time capsule.
Oh yeah, Carla Marie's AirPods have been stolen, most likely by one of the cats,
And they're
now
dead.
they're gone.
So I can't search for them.
I bet you they're actually under the fridge or under the oven because
No,
they
they
probably
don't fit.
knocked it off a table and then like smacked it.
They don't fit.
Moving on though, it was just an interesting little thought exercise. What?
DC Money said keys because everything will be electronic in 100 years.
That's true. I mean, we barely have keys today.
I know. I don't use a key ever for the storage unit.
Yeah, that's about it. Next thing on the list. This is also something we talked about briefly in the morning show podcast this morning. Break up to fall in love or break up to find love. So what I mentioned this morning was a new show on Netflix called The Ultimatum, Marry or Move On. And the whole idea of the show is it takes couples who are maybe in a weird position in their relationship. They've been together for a while, but there's some sort of contention. So some of them are couples who one person wants kids, the other person doesn't. Some are couples where the woman in the relationship wants the guy to propose already, but he's dragging his feet.
And the
All
other way
those
around, too.
very typical things. What?
I saw the trailer. It's other way around, too.
Yeah.
Where, like, a guy wants to get married and the girl doesn't.
So all of those very typical things. So they put them in this scenario where they do speed dating exercises.
So all of the couples live in one house.
Okay.
So all of the couples, say there's like 6, I don't know how many, all go on the show, and then they all get
They get broken up.
They get separated, and like you go on a date, and then you watch the trailer on Netflix, and it's like, I thought I brought him here to think he was gonna fall in love with me. Now he's falling for someone else, and it's like, so it's like all these couples who are unsure about the next step of their relationship put in one house.
And I think the interesting thing is, first off, throwing yourself at someone that you barely know in an effort to save the relationship that you're in, probably not a good idea in general. But
People have done it.
I actually kind of like this concept, and I'm going to tell you why. Because everyone's on an equal playing field. Normally, when someone wants to go on a break, there's one person who wants to go on a break, one person who's not all for it, and then like because of that unbalance, it's very hard to get back together.
Well, that person still doesn't want to go on a break, but they're now on a TV show.
Well, they've both though agreed to go on the show. They've both signed the contracts. They've both done all of that.
I think this is crazier than agreeing to go on like The Bachelor or Bachelorette.
Well, yeah, of course, because The Bachelor, any dating show, you're still single, hopefully. This one, you're not. You're literally going in as a pair. They're splitting you up and then asking you at the end if you're going to get back together. And the reason I say it's an equal playing field, though, is like, okay, let's say person A wants to go on a break, person B doesn't. Person B still gets all of the benefits of going on a break, and you're kind of forced out there into the dating world.
Yeah.
So it is on a slightly more even playing field. And I think that idea is smart for the show, at least.
So you'll watch it.
I think I will watch it, actually.
It's hosted by I forgot her name, Nick Lachey and
Jessica Simpson?
no. You kidding?
Wasn't she with Nick Lachey?
In like 2002,
You say Nick Lachey, I think Jessica Simpson.
Vanessa. I was gonna say I'm saying Vanessa Hudgens in my head, but that's not her last name. Vanessa, Manillo.
I don't know.
Guys, what is her last name? It's like Temptation Island meets Love Is Blind because it's brought by the Love Is Blind people. Vanessa Manillo. Okay.
Are they married? Is she
Yes.
Vanessa Lachey, like Lenny from Queen said?
She's not.
Okay.
Oh, is she?
Here's the problem. So
Whatever.
I was reading some of the testimonials and some of the interview quotes from the contestants. The one problem I had with it, though, was one of the women, and I don't know why, whether it was her or her boyfriend that wanted to go on the show, but she said something along the lines of, this just reminded me what a relationship is supposed to be. It was adventurous every day. We were doing different things every day. And I was like, yeah, to a degree, you should be in a relationship that makes you feel engaged and excited, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you can't, much like the Bachelor and Bachelorette contestants, you can't think that game show is everyday life.
You can't jump out of a helicopter and land into a pool every
exactly.
day.
And that's one of the reasons that a lot of these Bachelor and Bachelorette couples don't stay together, other than the fact that it's a very quick turnaround and you barely get to spend time with the person, but you're living in a fantasy world.
Yeah.
If you put either of us, Carla Marie, if you went on the Bachelorette and they had 25, first off, they're all very attractive people, you would, in that moment, think you were in love with that person because everything is fantastic.
Yes.
The food is great. You don't have to worry about cooking. You don't have to worry about any of the things that bring life down.
Yeah, like not cleaning up dishes.
And you get to go to exotic places.
Yeah.
Now, the last couple of years of The Bachelor, they didn't get to do that because of COVID. But you're jet setting around the world. You're doing all these things. And that's the one pitfall that people are going to fall into on this show is, you're going to have these challenges and these exotic things to do and all these different adventurous moments.
Yeah.
That's not real life, though. So you can't make your real life decisions based on the fantasy world that you are paid to be in.
Correct.
So that'll be interesting to see how that works out. Is this why Jake is going on? Jake is going on The Bachelor?
No, that was a fake post.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you're going to watch the show?
I think I am going to watch the show, yeah.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
And yeah, Lenny from Queens brings up a good point. It's the honeymoon phase, but on steroids. And you can't really make and it's almost worse that you're in a relationship because when you're in a long-term relationship, things do become routine, and that's not a bad thing. That's just life.
Well, so you've never watched Love Is Blind?
No.
When the people match up on Love Is Blind and they get engaged after they see each other and they get engaged, whatever, the show then follows them. They then make them live together for X amount of time, whatever, in an apartment. They all kind of look the same, and they follow them at that point, and that's when the show gets good because it's okay, they're actually spending time together, and then they start meeting each other's families and stuff, and it's oh, this is the good stuff.
And we haven't finished watching it yet, but on Amazing Race, wasn't there a couple that met on a?
Yeah, and they weren't doing well.
There were a couple that met on one of the dating game shows, and they were talking about how their relationship is a little rocky because it's a real relationship
they
now.
met 8 months ago or something.
I have a theory. There are a lot of people that you can be compatible with and fall in love with if your whole life was vacations.
Okay, so I'm
You know what I mean?
Yes, I'm going to say something about that. Krisha, you said what the name on? Do you mean what's the name of the show? Or?
The Ultimatum: Marry or Move On.
Okay, so there's a couple. I follow them on Instagram. Gypsy Lust.
Oh, I do have to cut you off for 1 second. Lisa asked, the couples on The Ultimatum, are they newly broken up? The whole point is
together.
They're still together. They're only broken up with for the show.
Yeah.
The show is what says we're making you live life like you're not together. Sorry. Continue.
And you're watching your other person. It's crazy. Okay. So the story, I believe, of this Instagram, they're huge. These people are millionaires at this point. So I guess they went on a date together, and it was, I don't know what happened. She may have been an Instagrammer. They went on a date and decided to go on a trip together and started building this Instagram around travel, and it blew up, and they kind of were just all right, let's keep dating. And for years they've been together, but their whole story was just oh, we just went on a date and traveled together. And like, I don't think they've lived a real life. And listen, they may come at me and be like, F you don't know us, and I'll take it.
You don't know
But
them.
from what I see on Instagram,
Yeah.
they're in an exotic place every day. They just bought an Airbnb in like a home in Australia, and it's now an Airbnb.
You sent me these people.
And it's like, then they have their whole Instagram account that's also probably got 1 million followers at this point, where you can download their filters to use on your photos. Like, they're so smart. They're so business smart in what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And they each have their own account. They have an account together, whatever. But I'm pretty sure how they started was just like, let's go on an exotic trip together. Because I remember reading the story about them. But their whole journey has been this.
And that is, at some point, if they do it well, that is their real life, and you can't really knock them for it.
They're both like super hot and have sick bodies, so like, screw them.
Well, they're living the life that everyone wants to live. Traveling around with a really attractive person to exotic places, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Although I will say, listen, it is not, I'm not trying to say their life is hard. I don't even know their life. It could be difficult. It could be super easy. The people I know whose lives revolve around social media content specifically, like we have a life that revolves around digital content, but it's a little different. The people whose lives rely on social media content, very few of them are actually happy. It's like wild to see, because we know a lot of people who live in that space, and it's just crazy to see the things that look like everyone's dream are their work, and they don't even really get a lot of time to enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, would I still rather do that than be in a factory all day or whatever, or have a boss that's over my head? Probably. But it's kind of crazy to see, like, it's one of those things. There's a theory: don't do the thing you love for work. Do the thing you love because you love it. Mm-hmm. And I think that's kind of on that same path.
Yeah, but also if you get big enough in that world, you just like, someone does everything for you.
Yes,
you get
that's
to enjoy
true.
all of the luxury.
Yes,
Cindy
if you
K.
have producers and stuff.
Cindy K said, "Doesn't the show concept imply disrespect to the person you love, or am I just being old fashioned?" I agree.
I think that's, you could take it that way.
I think so.
I think I could see it. I could see that being a sign of disrespect. I also could see two people who were bored being like, let's just go on this game show, see if we can get famous.
Yeah.
But it ends up ruining their life. I think that's probably more likely. Because everyone out there is everyone thinks they can get on a game show, especially a dating game show, get 1 billion followers, and then live that life that we were just talking about, right? Where you travel around the world and you get paid to do
I
things.
just want to go on this circle.
But most people who go on those shows don't actually end up with huge followings.
The circle?
No, any dating show. There's even contestants on The Bachelor.
Yeah, it all depends. Some of them have.
Some.
Right, not everyone.
Exactly, but everyone thinks, there are girls who I know who've been like, oh, I just want to get on The Bachelor, end up with 1 million followers, and I'm always like, that is the dumbest thing you could say.
I always say I want to go on The Bachelor and go home like week 3 or whatever it is.
And then you end up with 400 followers extra. That's it.
Sir, no.
Yes,
I follow Bachelor Data, the Instagram account that tracks everyone, and I have seen it.
Yeah, and the people who get eliminated, because I follow the same account, I think I sent it to you originally.
No, I talked to this girl for like 2 years.
Anyway,
this guy.
The people who get eliminated in the first couple weeks have like 30,000 followers.
But I already have a lot. So people are going to be like, oh my God, I'm going to follow her because I want to follow her.
Okay. That's a great reason. But I have actually advised 2 different people who told me, they're like, oh, I'm just going to put in a Bachelor tape and I want to get on and have like 1 million followers. And I always tell them,
no.
It's a lot harder than it sounds. And your mental health afterwards,
it's garbage,
is going to need a little bit of help.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily, like we know our friend Katie, who was on The Bachelor, and she was on The Bachelor, then had her own season of The Bachelorette. And she obviously did struggle with some of the things with the show, like all the attention and whatnot. But I will say she probably came out of it as healthy as you can. Not great, not perfect. And she's told us some of the problems that she's had. But she actually, I think, especially because she was close to 30 or 30 when she did it, she wasn't a 24-year-old.
Right.
Which you're in a better mental state at that point in your life. You understand how to handle some of those things.
Yeah.
What else do we have here? Can you buy 100,000 followers for like $150?
Probably.
Yeah. You can. I
The
always get accounts every single day that
Every
message
day.
me, and they're like, we can help you organically grow your following by 2 million. I'm like, just go away.
here.
Get out of here.
I don't want that nonsense. Yeah, but then you get people who buy have so many bots on their page, and then Instagram does like what we call the purge,
Yep.
and they go through and they delete all these fake accounts, and you see people's followers drop. Some of those bots like follow everyone. You could like whatever. You can't help it. But some people buy them and they're not real accounts.
I remember when the first big Instagram purge happened, it was like the greatest day of my life because our sales team at iHeartRadio at the time, and we were still in New York, would always talk about these big social media talents that they were selling who were within the company.
Mm-hmm.
And it was all people who I would look at their profiles and then look at what they did and be like, something doesn't add up here. Like you're a part-timer who's on a station that no one listens to and you still have you have 2 million followers. Nothing makes sense. And when Facebook or Instagram did their first purge, I remember there was one specific jock I looked at. It was a guy, but there were at least a dozen who I would go to their pages, and everyone dropped by like half. There was someone who lost 400,000 followers, and I just remember thinking to myself, man, I'm glad I never went down that road because that's pretty embarrassing.
Yeah.
And yeah, followers don't equate to dollars. Thank you, Made by Erica. It's usually about engagement.
So true.
What else do we have here on the list? Holy crap, it's 9 o'clock already.
Yep.
Today's show went pretty fast.
We have another shot left over of Carrot Week.
You want to do it?
We can do it.
Okay. Pour it up. Do we have a dentist appointment today or something? No, that's tomorrow.
Dude, no, today's Botox day.
Are you allowed to drink for Botox?
Stop.
It's a serious question.
That is not a serious question.
It was a serious question.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I haven't been in a few months, and my head moves way too much. So the worst part, though, it takes like 2 weeks to kick in. I'm going to do a video, and I need to remember every day.
So when you get to Stagecoach, is your face going to be frozen?
Yes, and I can't wait. So every time every day I'll move my head, and it'll move less. So I want to do a video of me, doing that.
So what is the point of it? I know that sounds like a dumb question.
It basically kills muscles in your head.
Okay.
So eventually they can't move, and they don't wrinkle.
Okay.
Yeah. Tomorrow, I'm going to get this bar off. I'm so excited. Can't really see it.
Hey, Carla Marie with her plastic face and her metal mouth.
Fake boobs.
All right, let's shake it up. Let's go.
YOLO. How long is the happy birthday song?
About 20. Keep going.
Martha.
All right, now you're good. The shaking was a little less vigorous this time than it was.
I started getting nervous that it was going to squirt out, and then I thought about carrot juice.
So it happens when you shake it a lot.
Okay. Yeah, don't forget I had extensions at one point. I had fake hair,
Whoa, chill with the
fake skin.
You're pouring real recklessly.
I'm pro now. Fake boobs, braces. Still the realest bitch around.
I don't know about that.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with us all week. Thank you for listening to the Morning Show podcast. Cheers to you. I'm going to make you read it.
It's too much to swallow at once. We're making thimble shot glasses.
All right, continue.
Angela said if you're in Seattle and want something cool to do, UW is having their annual spring powwow. When is
cool.
that? Because I'm going to be at UW not taking a class on Sunday doing a photo shoot for their brochure. Just kidding. With Andrea and Michelle.
I just realized what one of these, so there's a bunch of icons by everyone's names, right? And the microphones show you how long you've been a subscriber for. The crown shows if you're using Prime Gaming or not. You're using your Prime subscription to get to get your subscription here. What else is there? But I just realized there's a little train one.
What?
And it's the current hype train conductor, and that's going to Lisa.
Lisa!
And her sister Jen has a little gift next to her name, and it says Gift Leader 2.
Choo-choo.
That's pretty cool.
We got to get Lisa a hype. We need...
What?
Do you remember when your class would have a stuffed animal that would go home with someone for a week?
Yes.
We need a hype train conductor hat that will get passed around.
Or maybe not a hat. Maybe something you can keep on your desk.
What's the fun of that?
Because no one's going to wear the hat. So I'd rather just something people can put on their
You don't
desk
know that.
and like show off. But that is pretty cool. Anyway, thank you very much for hanging out with us. There will be a My Day Friday podcast tomorrow. There will also be another episode of the Morning Show podcast. So thank you guys for supporting us in all the different ways that we are out there on the internet. We appreciate it. Carla Marie, you want to say anything before we go?
Yeah, on today? Thursday?
Yes.
It was yesterday's episode of the Morning Show podcast. Dana on Long Island and It's Meg Not Megan, who are in this chat all the time, played each other in 2-second tunes, and it was pop punk emo theme. So if you want to listen back to that, or you missed it yesterday and you're like, oh, I don't need to catch up because it's old news, go listen for that because it was great.
All right. Peace out.